Manchester City have dropped more points in the race for Champions League football. We're going to look at what is going wrong for them. We're going to look at Khusanov and the hate towards him from rival fans, which I think is quite ridiculous. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe, hit the like as well. It would be greatly appreciated. But let us just get straight into it and let's have a listen to this rival fan, Manchester United fan, speaking about Khusanov after his own goal versus Brighton.
Most clueless defenders I think I've ever seen. I mean, he should be getting the Harry Maguire treatment that Harry Maguire used to get. One of the biggest flops I think I've ever seen. He's so clueless. When that goal went in, when the ball hit him, it took him a couple seconds to process what had actually just happened. And then he was like, I've actually got to try and clear this off the line now, and couldn't do it in time. He's so clueless. I mean, he looks like a kid that's got lost in a supermarket and he needs his mom to go pick him up. It's an absolute joke. Khusanov is so clueless. It's an absolute joke.
I think it's so unfair for Khusanov. I think every time after that debut he had against Chelsea, everyone just associates him to have this bozo gene, this ability to just make mistakes whenever. But I've watched him for many 90 minutes and he looks so good, looks composed. That own goal was unlucky. It was unlucky. I'll show you in a little bit what it was from the crowd's perspective. It was so unlucky. And the way rival fans, we need to be more intelligent as rival fans when we analyze things. I'm an Arsenal fan. When I looked at Khusanov's performance, I watched the Brighton game, he was unreal. He was in the right places. He looked better than Ruben Diaz. In that first half, he was probably one of the best defenders on the pitch as a whole. Van Hecker was strong for Brighton, but Khusanov just is so quality. And he's only 21 years old. To be doing what he's doing, playing week in, week out, becoming a regular for Manchester City, the strength he's showing, the maturity he's showing, it is top stuff. City are not in a good situation right now as a club, but Khusanov is one of the players which is really showing what he has, his ability, his tenacity, he's emotional. The way he plays football is in a way where any manager would be so pleased. So this idea he's Harry Maguire, he's a bozo, he's one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in the Premier League, really? Are we trolling? Are we just making things, for clips purposes? But for me, he's really a really good defender, and I won't ever look at the criticism and agree with it because he's a top player. And when people sort of see him sort of get this out of this unlucky spell, because all of his mistakes are kind of unlucky. It's not due to being a bad defender, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just all being unlucky. It really is. And I saw a lot of tweets coming out. This Khusanov brother ain't a defender, man. Looks like he pulled a random kid from the crowd. I mean, we can all troll other teams, but this, for me, it was a joke. Khusanov is top. He really is. And just because he has this face where he makes a mistake, he looks kind of scared or worried, that's just how he is as a person. His face shape, his way he is. And rival fans are just pouncing on it, to be honest. And it really is just not what I want to be seeing, because he's come to the Premier League, he doesn't speak English, he's in a team, like I've said, which is struggling, and he's still giving his best week in, week out, and that's all you can ask for. And he really is coming into his own as a player. But this is the Premier League. Everyone just pounces on you for one little mistake, and this is probably the worst of the lot. A image of a dog, and obviously near the back area, that is where Khusanov's picture has been put, implying that he's horrible and he's essentially like playing like poo. That's essentially what is going on here. It's unfair. It just really is, for a guy who's so young, doesn't know English. His teammates, the managers praise him because they know how good he is. But rival fans, we like to sort of take the mick because it gets us likes or clicks. But for me, Khusanov, top performance today, unlucky with the own goal, one of City's shining bright lights. And here is the own goal, by the way. Let's just have a little look at it. There it is. So unlucky. So hard for him to react in time, and people are saying that is his fault and he's one of the worst defenders in the world for this. I mean, come on now. If you're seeing this, let me know in the comments down below. Is this Khusanov's fault? If you're a rival fan, let's be honest with each other. Is this an own goal where you would sort of say he looks like a lost kid, he's the worst defender in the world? For me, not at all. But anyway, let's talk about the game from a City perspective. Obviously, more of the ball. I thought they looked quite fluid in the attacking areas. There's been a lot of question marks from City fans towards Savinho and Doku, the lack of end product. These guys are still young. Doku, 24, Savinho, 22, 23, or even younger than that probably, but I think it's around that age. It's going to be hard for them to be, goals and assist demons at such a young age. It's only Doku's second season at City, Savinho's first. in a difficult spell for City right now, and they're still showing their quality. You know, yes, it can be frustrating to watch them, but you've got to trust Pep. How many times have players come from abroad and Pep Guardiola has worked his magic? We've got Bernardo Silva first season, he wasn't great. Rodri were first seasons, he wasn't great. You know, I don't think there's really been maybe Haaland, Ruben Diaz, a sort of players who have come straight into the side and just look like absolute world beaters. Even John Stones took a little bit of time for him to adjust. Walker probably hit the ground running quite quickly. Edison as well. But there's going to be adjustment periods for these newer players. Marmoush, I think his ball striking is absolutely incredible. Got the penalty effectively. Brilliant skill from him. Great run. And his goal he scored was fantastic too. He's going to be a top player for City without a shadow of a doubt. The power he gets on his shots, the little pockets he picks up, that's what you want to be seeing from your attacker. I really, really did enjoy his performance. And it's just a shame where he's joined City, because in other seasons go by, those two contributions from him would have won City the game. But it's just not happening for them in those defensive zones, in the midfield as well. It's looking a bit unbalanced. You know, you're looking at the XG. Brighton arguably should have won this game. You know, we've got to give credit to Brighton. They were fantastic, had two big opportunities in the second half. Probably should have took them, that 2.04 XG to 1.72. An away performance at the Etihad, encouraging for them. And you're looking at the shots as well. Brighton more shots. You know, more corner kicks, more big chances. How many times can we actually say City have been pretty much outplayed? It's so rare. It's really, really is so rare, and this is what sort of Brighton did today, and it just goes to show City just are in a difficult moment. Things are not dropping for them. Pep needs to work out what he can do to get the team firing again. It's not going to be an easy road. Do I think City will bounce back up next season in terms of its title race straight away? No. I feel like there's going to still be an adjustment period. And that's fine. They've been so good for so long. And Pep should be allowed to be the guy to sort of navigate them through this really difficult period. I really do think I've seen a lot of City fans say Pep out, but I think that's quite ridiculous, to be honest. Let him navigate City out of this really tricky period. And we look at the table, things are so tight from Bournemouth. Probably good that Bournemouth lost, but then Brentford are on 41 points now. You've got Fulham, who are also on 41 with a game in hand. They could go to 44 if they beat Tottenham later today. So there's a lot to play for. There really, really is. And City are not in a comfortable situation right now. You're looking probably right now, Chelsea and City are probably the only teams. Maybe Arsenal, maybe Forest. I think if Arsenal do beat Chelsea later today, I think that top 4, top 5, whatever race you want to call it, I think Arsenal and Forest will be confirmed the guys to get 2 of those spots, and the other 2 remaining will be between the teams from 4th down to 10th even. I really do think so. So a lot to play for City. And if we look at their next fixtures in the Premier League, Leicester, that's got to be 3 points. It has to be 3 points, and I think it will be. United away, big game. You know, United turn up in these big games. You don't know what you're going to get from them. And I think that is going to be a tough challenge for them. You got Palace at home. Palace are playing pretty well. Everton away. They're still unbeaten on a really big unbeaten run with Moyes. Villa, who are fighting for Europe. Not easy games in there. But if there's anyone I can trust, it's Pep. It's they're showing great stuff, but it's just defensively, the structure in the midfield as well. It's just not quite there. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, peace.